What's up, guys? Dustin Yewy here. So I wanted to finish the Starhawk beta for Noobs stuff. To be quite frank, I wasn't able to get it done before the beta finished because I got into the beta so late. So anyways, I figured I would, finish up because I mean a lot of the controls and vehicles and stuff are all gonna be in the finished game anyways. So hopefully this info will help you out. So yeah, I guess I'll just start. This is the last video. I'll talk about vehicles and Rift. Alright, let's get at her. So the first vehicle I'm driving right now is called the Sidewinder. It's basically a bike, a swoop bike type thing. As you can see, I'm hitting X right now. It's making my bike jump up and down. And before that, you can stop your bike and just aim like normally. But yeah, it's a quick like one-man vehicle to drive around and get into the base. Yeah, that's the Sidewinder. The next vehicle I'm going to talk about is called the Razorback. It's basically a 4x4 kind of like Jeep thing. As you can see, I can drive the vehicle. R2 is to drive, L2 is to brake and reverse. R1 doesn't do anything. None of the buttons really do anything except for I push square. Squares to get out and get in. When you're in the car and you want to switch your seat, you hold X and it brings up this little screen. Now if you put it to the right, you go into the passenger seat, which allows you to use your normal guns, or if you go into the back, it allows you to use a turret. Now with most of the guns in the vehicles, as you can see the bottom right of the screen, there is a little meter and it slowly goes up. Now what that does is, just watch. See how the gun overheats? So you have to let it cool down, then you can do it again. Ooh yeah, dog yeah. We're gonna drive around in the car. In a motherfucking car. The next vehicle is the Hawk. It's like a transformer. If you want to push circle, you fly in the air. Now, like the car, to brake, you will hold L2, and it basically doesn't brake, but it slows your Hawk right down. And to boost, which you have a boost meter at the bottom, you push R2, and it just gives you a nice little jolt of power there. L1 is going to shoot rockets. You can also change depending on your power-ups. For example, I will fly over here and get this yellow one. Now look at up there. I'll use my D-pad to switch over to that. And now we have different kinds of rockets. So that is that. And then R1 is just to shoot as regularly. Again, if you look in the bottom right, we have an overheat button. Triangle allows you to continue to build stuff if you want. Now to do these little things, you'll have basically when you're flying around, someone's trailing you, it'll have a little thing that'll pop up in the middle where your aiming is, and it'll pretty much say warning, and you'll have a certain amount of bars depending on how many rockets are fired. When you see that, you want to time it and hit X, and depending on what you choose, you can curl, swerve in, either way. So if I do up and X, I'll go down, down and X, I'll go up, to the left, to the right, and that's how you avoid rockets. Now you also have afterburners. If you push the R1 as you just saw, basically helps you to avoid rockets as well. And it also has like an overheat kind of timer thing in the bottom right, that little circular, almost like a lug nut. Now, as before, to take off we push circle. Now to get down, we'll push circle again. You can do this pretty much anywhere. And you'll turn back into your little transformer robot where you can wander around. For melee, as like remember when we were just running around, you could push the right joystick to do a knife. In the robot, he does a slam, so if you want to just squish guys, feel free to. It's pretty cool. Again, the rockets, I have no rockets at the moment, but are L1, and then shooting is R1. Squish them. And then to take off again, we'll push circle. And that is basically all there is to know about the Hawk. This is the Vulture. Basically, this is a jetpack. Oh my god. This is a cool little jetpack thing that you can get. You can fly around. It has a fuel at the bottom, just like the boost and the overheating and stuff. So it's not infinite, but it allows you to get single men up to this like little kind of cool spots if you're trying to snipe or whatever, trying to take out the enemy. You can also fly up and aim while you're in flight. It'll hover a little bit and you can shoot people, and it slowly lets you go down. The last vehicle I'm going to talk about is the Ox Tank. It's one of the more expensive buildings to build, and the Ox Tank is just this crazy artillery thing. It only seats 2 people. All the aiming and shooting and all that is the same. There's a reload and whatnot. The 2 seats, obviously I'm in the main seat right now, which is what you drive and you shoot the gun with, the big like rocket gun launcher. And then I just moved it using X. I just moved up into the top the top seat, and yeah, basically you can chill up there and just fire with your regular gun, and if you hit circle, it opens and closes the hatch so you can hide from enemy fire. But yeah, not too much about it. It's a powerful powerful vehicle to use if you can get it. So yeah, that's the Ox Tank. All right, so this is the last thing I'm going to talk about. I probably should have talked about it in the first video. It's in the top right of your corner. I've zoomed in so you get a good look at it. It's called Rift, or you can refer to it as energy or whatever. But basically, Rift is the game. That is what the game revolves around. You need Rift to be able to do anything. Well, not do anything, but if you need to build or get vehicles or whatnot, you need Rift. So basically, Rift is the key, like building block. During the game, if you're in your own base, it automatically, generates Rift. If you destroy buildings, it'll automatically give you back, I think it's half of the cost of the building. So say you build a building that's worth 2 Rift, you get 1 back by destroying it. As well, if you use, it's like, I forget what they're called, but they're like perks you can earn by leveling up. I did use this when I played the beta, but the perk was basically gave you the ability to get Rift while you weren't in your base, which was a very helpful tool for me, because I really tried to get into the other team's base, and if you can control their base by building in it, then that's the biggest thing. I know it's called spawn, like you might think of it as spawn camping, but it's kind of like what you have to do in this game if you want to win, even though it is annoying if it happens to you. But another thing with Rift, you get back Rift whenever you kill enemy players or destroy enemy like vehicles or buildings. I'm not sure what the exact percentage of the take back is, but yeah, that also gives you Rift as well. Yeah, so Rift is basically the building block of the whole game. Without it, you can't build anything. And I don't know. As you can see, I just kind of have it showing the generation of Rift because I'm in the base right now. And yeah, every building costs a certain amount of Rift. I probably could have talked about each one, but you know, it's pretty self-explanatory. When you scroll over a building you want to build, it tells you how many Rift you need. If you don't have enough, your bar goes red and kind of outlines what extra Rift you need. There, I just used, as you can see in the top, I just used the Rift. But yeah, I decided to zoom in just because it's kind of a big thing. And yeah, I guess that's basically my Starhawk beta for noobs series. Not much else to say. The game comes out in May, I believe. I'm not sure if that date has changed or not. So, I mean, these were more towards the beta, but I mean, it'll help if you've wanted to get the game and you really haven't had a chance to play the beta. Hopefully these videos, you can watch them and kind of get the gist of the idea of the basics, and hopefully they help a lot for you. If they did, then please like, and we're gonna try and do more demos and stuff. So yeah, try and subscribe if you want. And thank you for watching the series.